New York Comic Con has come and gone, which makes for a packed, but unfortunately late, edition of TV Enthusiast, the week's news.
The week's news on TVEnthusiast.com.
It is the week of October 10th, 2016. I am your host, Tyson Gifford. Let's get started. A lot of new shows in development. Let's start off with The Purge. So the writer-director of The Purge films has said that he has been approached about a series. He is targeting a 10-episode season which will explore what drives somebody to commit those heinous crimes through flashbacks. Blue Book is a new show in development by History about the U.S. Air Force's investigations into UFOs. It is based on real investigations that happened between 1947 and 1970. It was created by David O'Leary of Satellite. The Eight is a new series developed by NBC with Vertigo Entertainment, written by Jason Pagan and Andrew Deutschman of Project Almanac. It's based on the short story The House on Ashley Avenue by Ian Rogers, and it's about a group within an insurance agency that insures haunted houses. Amazon has picked up the TV rights for the popular podcast Lore. It is an unscripted anthology series based on the said podcast. It is being produced by Gail Ann Hurd of The Walking Dead, and Glenn Morgan of The X-Files will be serving as showrunner. Freaks of the Heartland is a new comic book adaptation coming to MTV. Based on the Dark Horse comic of the same name, it is about two brothers trying to escape a sheriff who wants to kill one of them because that one brother is a freak. Loads of other freaks have also been born in this small town. It has been written by Jeff Davey and Peter Sattler of Camp X-Ray. David Gordon Green of Pineapple Express is attached to produce and direct. HBO is developing a yet untitled Israeli drama. The series, created by Haggai Levy of The Affair and Noah Stolman of Midnight Sun, is based on the true story of the disappearance of 3 Israeli teens and the violent aftermath. It is filming in Israel. SAS, The Originals, is being developed by James Wood of Rev and Rupert Walters of Spooks. It is based on the book The Originals, The Secret History of the Birth of the SAS by Gordon Stevens, and it's about the formation of the British Army's Special Air Service. Fans of the Jim Carrey classic film Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind will be excited to know that the beloved movie is being adapted as a TV series. It is still in early stages of development at Universal Cable Productions, with Zev Barrow, known for Chuck, writing, and Anonymous Content, who handles Mr. Robot and also handled True Detective, producing. Elements is coming to the USA Network. It is an adaptation of the French-language Canadian series Time Out, or Temps Mort, written by James Frey, who wrote the book A Million Little Pieces. The story is about a sudden environmental shift that freezes over most of the world. ABC Family, now known as Freeform, has a new series Beyond that will be coming out in January of 2017. The new series is about a boy who wakes up from a 12-year coma with superpowers. The series will premiere with a 2-hour episode on January 2nd, but the night that the episode premieres, Beyond will also become available in its entirety, the entire first season, on Hulu and on demand. Now let's talk about what's been canceled and renewed. Archer creator Adam Reed says that season 10 of Archer will likely be its last. So that's still ways off. Season 7 just finished recently, so you still got 3 more seasons coming up. And he's still just contemplating the loss, so don't freak out quite yet. Benedict Cumberbatch, who's going to be in Doctor Strange this year, says that season 4 of Sherlock could also be its last. But he won't say never. He just feels that season 4 ends on a note that feels like closure for the series. American Horror Story has been renewed for season 7 by FX, and Ash vs. Evil Dead has been renewed for a 3rd season by Starz. And now we got a lot of casting news to get through. The Terror on AMC has cast Jared Harris of Fringe as Francis Crozier, a captain of a doomed ship on an expedition between the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. Kieran Hines of Game of Thrones has been cast as Sir John Franklin, leader of the expedition, and Paul Reddy of Utopia, Adam Nagaitis of Houdini and Doyle, and Tobias Menzies of Game of Thrones have also been cast. The lead actor for Krypton has been cast. This is the Superman prequel series on Sci-Fi. Unknown actor Cameron Cuff has been cast in the lead role as Seg Al, Superman's grandfather. Georgina Campbell from Freak has been previously cast as Lita Zod, his star-crossed love interest. Justin Chatwin of Shameless has been cast in the Doctor Who Christmas series as a superhero who the Doctor works with. USA series Damnation had a little bit of a shakeup when Aidan Young of Rectify left for creative differences. Well, now they've cast Irish actor Killian Scott of Ripper Street in the role. Scott is playing Seth Davenport, who plans a revolution against industrialists. Netflix's Gypsy has made a few more casting choices. Brooke Bloom of Alpha House and Kimberly Quinn of Terriers have been cast. Bloom has been cast as Rebecca, the daughter of one of Jean's, Jean being series lead Naomi Watts' character, Patience. Quinn as Holly, one of Jean's friends. TNT has selected the director for the pilot episode of its adaptation of Let the Right One In. They have decided on Euros Lyn of Doctor Who. Jon Snow himself, Kit Harington of Game of Thrones, is being heavily considered for Gunpowder. He is currently in talks to play Guy Fawkes in the BBC drama. Carlos Bernard of 24 will be reprising his role as Tony Almeida in the 24 sequel series 24 Legacy. Jason Doring, who played Logan Eccles on Veronica Mars, is set to re-team with Veronica Mars showrunner Rob Thomas by appearing on iZombie. Doring will be portraying Chase Graves, the brother-in-law of antagonist Vivian Stoll, who is the CEO of Fillmore Graves Enterprises. Those who watch iZombie would know her as the leader of the private military who became undead along with her soldiers at the end of the season 2 finale. Fox's time travel comedy Making History has cast Natalie Morales from The Middleman. Morales will be playing Mona Rivero, who is a local journalist who becomes suspicious of the leads. Casting has been made for HBO's upcoming drama series Succession. Brian Cox of LIE has been cast as Logan Roy, the tough but aging patriarch of the Roy family. Jeremy Strong from Zero Dark 30 has been cast as Kendall Roy, Logan's eldest son and heir. Kieran Culkin of Scott Pilgrim vs. the World has been cast as Roman Roy, Logan's fun-loving son, and Sarah Snook of Steve Jobs has been cast as Shiv Roy, Logan's politically minded and only daughter. Jermaine Clement of Flight of the Conchords will be appearing in FX's upcoming series Legion. Though he's been cast, the role itself has not yet been revealed. Ridley herself, Sigourney Weaver, will be playing a major but yet unidentified antagonist in the upcoming The Defenders crossover series on Netflix. Filming has begun on The Punisher, and so some new casting has come out for that as well. Eben Moss Bachrach from Girls has been cast as Micro, a former NSA analyst who works with Frank Castle. Amber Rose Reva from What Remains has been cast as Homeland Security Agent Dana Madani. And Ben Barnes of Westworld has been cast as Billy Russo, Frank's Special Forces best friend, who now runs a private military corporation called Anvil. Deborah Ann Woll, who played Karen Page in Daredevil, will also be reprising her role in The Punisher. You might remember that last week I talked about Netflix planning to double their content or their original content in the next few years. Well, now anonymous sources have come out and reported that Netflix's total titles on their service have been cut in half of what they were in 2012. So their move to originals is coming at the right time, it seems. The Tick creator Ben Edlund has confirmed that Patrick Warburton, who played the Tick in the original live-action series, will appear in the new series. He also said that there is a new character that acts as a parody of the Punisher in the series, as well as an agency that's similar to S.H.I.E.L.D. The agency itself is based on superhero registration as well, which is similar to the events of Marvel's Civil War. Edlund also confirmed that though the series has started off more grounded, it will become increasingly absurd as it develops. And now let's take a look at what's coming up on the horizon. So yesterday, Sunday, October 9th, 2016, Divorce and Insecure debuted on HBO. Today, Monday, October 10th, 2016, Supergirl returns on the CW, and Freakish debuts on Hulu. On Tuesday, October 11th, 2016, The Middle, Fresh Off the Boat, and The Real O'Neills all return to ABC, and Sci-Fi's new horror series Channel Zero debuts. On Thursday, October 13th, 2016, Legends of Tomorrow returns to the CW, as does Supernatural. Falling Water debuts on USA, and This Is Not Happening debuts on Comedy Central. On Friday, October 4th, 2016, Haters Back Off debuts on Netflix, Wolf Creek debuts on Pop, and Goliath debuts on Amazon. On Sunday, October 16th, 2016, Berlin Station debuts on Epix, Eyewitness debuts on USA, Graves debuts on Epix, and The Girls in Curfew debuts on PBS. On October 17th, 2016, Jane the Virgin returns to the CW. On Wednesday, October 19th, 2016, Chance debuts on Hulu. On Thursday, October 20th, 2016, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, Let's Do the Time Warp Again, is shown on Fox. On Friday, October 21st, 2016, The Vampire Diaries returns to the CW, as does Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, but most importantly, Black Mirror makes its move to Netflix. On Saturday, October 22nd, 2016, Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency premieres on BBC America. On Sunday, October 23rd, 2016, The Walking Dead returns on AMC, as does Comic Book Man. On Wednesday, October 26th, 2016, Rectify returns to Sundance. On Thursday, October 27th, 2016, The Living and the Dead debuts on BBC America. On Friday, October 28th, 2016, Good Girls Revolt debuts on Amazon, and Tracy Ullman Show debuts on HBO. On Saturday, October 29th, 2016, The Fall returns to Netflix. On Monday, October 31st, 2016, that's Halloween, People of Earth debuts on TBS, and American Dad returns to the network. On Wednesday, November 2nd, 2016, Salem returns to WGN, and Stand Against Evil debuts on IFC. And now it's time for the question. How was your New York Comic Con 2016 experience? What news stories excited you? What trailers did you enjoy? Let us know. Thank you as always for tuning in to TV Enthusiast, the week's news.